ICC. Sorry, everybody. We didn't make it to ICC. We figured doing back of the track at Ozark was the best way to go to align our goals of trying to beat the all-wheel drive guys at the Cletus race that we got to leave for tomorrow. So we're getting ready to start now for the Ozark Luigi flagging, which dude looks like Luigi. Here's, hopefully Megan will drop a picture of him right here. Anyways, Luigi's flagging us, and I can't get enough of his mustache. I wish I could do a mustache. Megan won't let me. So we got a little skid mark back there, and we're kind of all by ourselves over there. And then we are in small tire. They're running 4 classes. They got a daily driver, a true street, a tailgate, and small. Small tire is going last. We are second pair against Ronnie Miller, a local. And this is his first time I'm back at the track, and I just gave him a bunch of tips on how I would bring the nitrous in on the car. So that was before I knew we drew him. My bad. So we're gonna see if we can get past that, because I'd love to get in more than 1 pass today. And this is a 29.5 10.5 race, and we're on 28th because I didn't read the rules. I'm just setting myself up for a bunch of winning passes here, man. I tell you what. Anyways, we're gonna give it our all, and I think I've got a pretty good tune-up in there. We're trying something new with the boost control, because why not? So it might overpower the surface, what we're trying to do, but I do feel that we're going to want to be able to use this much power at the Cletus race. So last time we did the Cletus race, we did it on 1 gun, which pretty much just 120 in line, and we were going to try to blend in 2 right now. And if I bring it in down the road, it's very violent. It kind of gets a ramp up effect, and it'll smash everything pretty hard. So we're going to have it come in on the hit like we do with the big block, and hopefully we can ease it on out there. So could be a bad day, could be a good day, could be some learning stuff, could be a bad time. Don't know. We're just gonna do what we can do, right? So we do have the nose cone on, so hopefully it doesn't try to do any papa wheelies. And then we do have the big wing on, which I will say, thanks to Jason Freiling, we got over our fear of using it on 550 and slower surfaces. We will now be using it on a lot of surfaces, because at Warner Woods, the car was very stable with it, and it did help improve our mile per hour Warner Woods by at least 7 over our previous times. And even though we didn't get a new PB ET, we did set PB mile per hour times for that surface for us. So that was pretty fantastic. Yeah, so we're getting ready to break in the 427 and with the refresh on it in round 1. So come on, motor, let's get it done. good. That felt really good. It did about 3 power wheelies, but then it set down over in pretty dang good. All right, so we were out here about 2 years ago for a back of the track debut with the Pro Charge Big Block. And off the trailer, we went about the same ET. We're down about 6 miles per hour, but we went a better 60 foot than we ever did out here before on this tire. So, hell yeah. That is awesome. All right, well, Eric and I are gonna look at data because we did a whole bunch of stuff that was kind of unknown, and now we gotta figure out how to make it better. Okay, I forgot to mention, we had 16 cars to start today, so no buys. Maybe a comp buy, if I get lucky. We are into round 2, and I found some mistakes in my tune because apparently I got distracted and actually didn't flash the tune I was prepared to run into the car. So now I've got the tune I kind of intended to run in the car, but slightly restricted, because now it's like we made such a good run, do I really want to mess anything up and try to like swing for the fences or just kind of go for the event win? So yeah, I always try to go for the event win, I think. I know we got third pair left lane. I don't remember who we got. I didn't grab her name. It's a blow through blower Fairmont. I don't know if they've ever done back to the track before. I'm not sure. But I think we'll make a stronger pass. We lowered the nose down. I readjusted in our roll bar because it went left in the wheelies, and I think that's it's going to help out quite a bit. So I need to make sure this thing idles real quick. I made a fueling change, and I was just thinking I made a fueling change for first round, and then I made it again for second round, and realized I didn't flash the first round tune-up in it, so I made double the fueling change and idle. So I want to make sure it ran. So, because if you caught the last video in the shop, I mentioned I had to take some fuel out of it because it was so lugged over at idle. So far the motor seems to be running fantastic and effortless on the burnouts. That was awesome. So now we are, I feel a lot better. So I'm not sure quite what's going on in the staging lanes. Because I got trucks in the small tire lanes that weren't small tire earlier. So I don't know if the classes are all mixed up right now or what's happening. But all good. I see people zigzagging all over the place. Oh goodness. Well, I'm excited. I feel good. I mean, the first round pass was pretty good. It was good. And my hunch on, I think the surface is very similar to Florida, I think is pretty dang on right. Now we're just going to try to make a pass with less wheelies. It actually wheelied like 12 times, but only 3 or 4 times did it get into the wheelie control. So, gosh, this motor just feels so smooth. I couldn't believe it's just effortless to drive. It's just so easy. So much confidence in this thing. Pretty awesome. Okay, well, I am going to try to jump in where I think I should go in the lanes, and next video will be us making a pass. Hopefully we move on to round 3. Anything can happen. exciting for Luigi. Wheeling, went towards the flagger a little bit, so I had to pedal, let it down. Let's see what our dragging shows. Dragging shows we improved. Picked up 6 miles per hour. Really kind of with the same 60, but a little quicker. But overall, it was even better. So that's pretty good. Need to go quicker yet, but definitely heading the right direction. So I just got to make a reverse tweak on my ARB real quick, and then this thing should wheelie straight. And then maybe I should put a little weight on the front. So we're a little heavier in the rear than what I think we need to be. So, what would you do in this situation? Add nose weight to it, or make the car heavier overall? And yeah, add nose weight, make the car heavier, or remove tail weight and take a little weight off the car. Which one do you think's gonna hold traction better on a back of track surface? I'll let you know what I do. Okay. Alright, we went with option C, which was we had a little more room in the nose to drop it down some. So since we're picking the tires up right as we leave, we're going to drop the crank center line down. So we just did that, pulled it out about an inch or so, and tighten the front struts up a little bit, see if that does the trick, and then we made no weight changes. So we're back in the lanes, reverse pair down, we're right lane this time. My opponents in the right lane have knocked tires off every time. So I'm really hoping that it just isn't that big of a difference between lanes. Otherwise the changes we just made are gonna shoot us in the foot heavily, and we're in the semifinals. So that's not good. At the semifinals, usually don't have any ducks left, so I didn't grab who my opponent is. I just had my chip and turned it in and moved on. And semifinals can be tough. Semifinals can be really, really tough. So, you know, I added some more power out back. This thing is just full on hooked down track. Like, it is just rolling. So we're just going to inch back up in the power more and more and see how it does. So I'm pretty happy. I'm not pretty happy. I'm ecstatic about all those things running. So I'm pumped. Next up, the race. okay. I think we're gonna have to either add some nose weight or take off some rear weight because that was sketchy up top. It did speed up significantly, especially back split. So we're gonna make some changes and get after it again. And what's funny is it actually just went about as fast as it did on big tire last time it was here on the back of the track. So it just sped up like 2.5 tenths. Not bad, not shabby for the third pass. Motor must be getting broke in now. All right, make some changes, go to the finals. I believe, to be determined, but I think it's gonna be me and Kendall going. The Golden Gorilla. Golden Donkey, that's the name of the car. Yeah, it's a tube chassis, yellow 3rd gen Firebird with a Pro Charge big block. The same combo I won this race with last time I was here. Will the compressed air supercharging systems on the Mueller and Texas Speed 427 get it done? Or are all those people that said the Pro Charge big block was unbeatable gonna be right? Now we'll know. We'll see what happens. Okay, it is Kendall and I in the finals. I got left lane, he got right lane. We did make our best pass in the right so far, but I felt that it was very bouncy and it was causing us to kind of wheelie and go left on the big end. So we won the coin flip and we decided we would go left. This way, if the car bounces and goes left again or something weird like that, we're driving away from the center line with no chance of crossing. And I felt that I think the left is smoother in some ways. I think the right's got bigger like whoop-de-whoops, and I think the left's kind of got like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun on bumps, if that makes sense. So, and I think we can handle the harsher bumps with it not throwing the front in the air better than going in the other lane. So, I don't know, I hope I made the right call. I'm looking to repeat my ET I just went, if not go faster. So, we'll just see what happens. But we are rolling up to the pre-stage area where we get with our pair, and then once they're ready and they send us down, we'll go on down and go race. So, all right, well, fingers crossed, we earned some good gas money for going to Florida. the fadeaway. Yeah. Kendall is a tough back of the track competitor, and although this is his first asphalt race, he made it right to the finals. So he is no joke. And oh my God, I just sped up another 2/10. Hot diggity dog. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Just singing like my Megan does. All right, well, that is it. That is the debut of the 427 back in the car. And that right there is the tune-up we plan on running at Bradenton against them all-wheel drive people. And this thing is still just fully hooked. It didn't even try to spin the whole time. It's just gone. So I'm gonna say they're in trouble. I'm gonna say they are in trouble. So hell yeah, off to Florida we go.